Identify a good milker, there are physical things you see on a milker. For us who are in dairy farming, we will see the bones behind the cow, and we know this is a milker. We will see a curve in between the udder. We will see how the udder is shaped. Even when it is young, you will see the space between the ribs. The line of the back should be straight. There are features you will see physically and you know this is a milker. However, it's like proving who your child is, DNA. There are other things that a high milker will be. Those are genetics. Genetics don't lie. If I have a record and a cow produces 40 liters and the genetics are clear, I use the Pearl Driver or Tabasco. These are now good breeds in the US, which give over 50 liters. It means this calf you are taking, or heifer, will even be better than the mother, which gives 40 liters. So here we have 3 nitrogen flasks, and we get semen from Urus or Genex, and we use that semen. Mainly we use sexed semen, and we produce good heifers. I've told you features are there, but the best are the genetics and records.
There's a way you explain that if you want to have a good milker, you start preparing it in the mother's womb.
Correct.
How is that done?
In addition to genetics and the physical features, you prepare a milker when the cow is in-calved. What you feed the mother, there are these like mineral blocks which have many minerals, and the dairy meal you give the mother, and the good feeding you give the mother, silage and others. It means the inborn, the in-calved is now feeding on the other one. So when it is born, there is also a good schedule. You give it hay, dry grass, so that it eats and learns how to drink water. So you are preparing it to be a miracle. So management like hygiene, managing the timetable are also key in milk production or this industry.
How do you, yes, you have prepared now when it is born, how do you prepare it to serving and becoming an adult?
Now when it is born,
yes,
when a cow is born, you look after it very well. There is a schedule of how much milk you give it, at what time. Hygiene is very key. Of course, you put a hoof remover on the horns. It will not have horns because there are disadvantages of horns. Then here cows, we vaccinate them. We have a schedule of the drugs we vaccinate, like lumpy skin, like foot and mouth disease. We vaccinate our cows. Then, of course, when it is a young calf up to the 4th month, you have to wean it. Then when it is weaned up to the 15th month, then it will be ready to be mounted. And you give it AI or a bull. Then it is a cycle. You remain in the milk production.
Why do you said you at the first calving, you give them jersey?
In most cases.
Why?
Because jerseys are small cows. Number one, they are small cows, meaning this cow while producing will not get difficulties. Remember, a cow at 15 months, is still growing in size. So I have not got any challenge of a cow producing a jersey and it gets a problem, a heifer. So these cows like Friesian, there are some breeds, and the Girolandos are big. You give them to the 2nd, 3rd calving. Actually, for me, my schedule, 2nd and 3rd calving, Friesian. Those which are above 4th calving, I give them Girolandos because they are big. Yeah, and you remember when a buyer comes here, when a farmer comes here, he will get variety of what he wants. A variety of what he wants. A crossbreed of Friesian and the jerseys has an advantage. The milk is more thick, it eats less.
In many farms, they don't encourage having a bull
Mm.
on the farm.
Mm.
Why do you have a bull, and why did you choose Jersey?
Yes, that's a good question. I had a big Friesian, a big bull called Mark, born by here, a cow which gives 46 liters, called Maria. So Mark was a good bull. And I have now Dan, which is a Jersey, and another one is growing called Jonah. So I keep them because their mothers are good. And there is a scenario when you find you cannot get an AI technician. Yet my target is a cow to produce every year once. So I will give you, for instance, you remember that a cow to go on standing heat, you count 12 hours when it started going on heat. Like at this time it is 4 p.m. It means if a cow starts to be on heat now, you count 12 hours, which will be 4 a.m. You can't get an AI technician. AI technician will come at like 10 in the morning, and he will serve the cow using sexed semen, and you will make a loss because it will not really be planted on the uterus, on the placenta. So you have seen, number one, I use a bull once in a while, but it is not any bull. It's a chosen bull, born here, and I also avoid inbreeding because I know the mother. I can't give it to the mother. I can't give it to the what? To the sisters. Yes. So I rather state. But also, if a cow is on heat, and I have 2 bulls, so there are 2 choices. You cannot have any breeding. So number one is not to miss a cow producing per year once. 2 is that this bull is generally a good bull. 3 is that you have real advantages of if an AI technician is absent, you have an alternative. And this is, I don't know, I don't encourage it to others, but it is my model that I have at least 2 bulls at the farm. Because also when you have 2 bulls, you have to isolate them and be sure that they will not mix with other cows. For instance, here a bull cannot penetrate. I have fenced my sheds very well. A bull cannot enter. Yes.
One of the things a dairy farmer must be critical with is cleanliness and
Yes.
hygiene.
Yes.
I just want you to take me through that and why you use hash.
Yeah, hygiene is very, very critical for these cows. Actually, they say prevention is better than cure. When your environment is clean, you can see at the entry point there is a foot bath. You enter, there is a foot bath. You wash thoroughly. Actually, one of the other key things in this industry is water. You must have a reliable and dependable source of water, which we have. We benefited from this. Is it you gift or whatever from government, from the district Wakiso. They gave us 3 tanks and a solar panel, which we use for our source of water and a well. Very clean water. If you see it, it is, I think, better than national water in being clean. So I use the ash. Actually, another thing I've not shown you, which I use at least once a month, which I planted near the kitchen, is aloe vera. I also wash aloe vera because it has an antibiotic, or it kills even germs. But mainly I use ash from the kitchen to wash the troughs almost every after 2 days because it brings that aroma, a good smell for a cow. These cows like the smell of smoke. So they will come to smell the smoke in the water troughs and drink more water. They will come to drink, to eat following that aroma of smoke in the feeding troughs and eat more. Then too, of course, it also reduces on the expenditure of using liquid soap, of which scientifically even I'm told liquid soap has even side effects if you overuse it. So it is both for health, economic and medical measures that we use ash from the kitchen. for washing. Both the floor, feeding troughs and water troughs.